Okay. Welcome to Gauntlet Hangouts, not Google Hangouts like I called it before, via Google Hangouts. So, this is Conjure Hagalaz in a fantasy world of Fakira, my homebrew world. Of series of sessions on the Gauntlet. If you have any questions, by all means ask. Now, one of the things you'll notice about halfway down the page of your playbooks is the word style.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do your special powers, whether you want to call them spells, feats, whatever, you have a certain style. It may be, it looks like you're casting a spell. It may look like you're playing bagpipes and marching on the spot. It may look like you're doing martial arts katas, whatever. How you do your thing is up to you. So you just write down there how you want it to look, sort of thing. Because you each have,
Do we do that right now?
Oh, if you've got an idea that comes to mind, yeah. Or you can sort of do some other bits and come back.
Yeah, I'm still ruminating on this style. Since I'm being the Kitsune cryomancer, I'm trying to figure out the playbook skills and then excuse me.
Okay.
So is this totally your game or just your world?
It's both.
Okay.
You can mechanically you'll be able to recognize bits from different games, but it's my amalgamation.
yeah, of course. I was just wondering. So, Tanuki, am I the one with that? Because underneath the picture for Tanuki seems to be a mountain.
Oh, that's in the player's guide. Yeah, in the other book, the other file you should have opened, it's got. It should be called 2 Pre-Gen Tanuki Scion Playbook. Did you open that Word document?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's the one you'd be working through and occasionally referring to the other book.
Okay.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a character image in the playbook for Tanuki.
Right.
No. It's space is a bit of a premium.
So what do the Tanuki look like?
Tanuki.
Are those the raccoon ones?
Yeah.
Okay. So think of Rocket from...
Maybe a little bit bigger, but yeah, otherwise, yeah. I wanted to do something different with gnomes, and I saw some sort of similar personality traits with the Tanuki from Japanese mythology, so I thought they're my raccoon gnomes, basically. But that's, that doesn't mean you have to play it like Rocket. You could be...
Right, I was just thinking visually, so...
Yeah. But you can be a really tall one and be, 5 foot tall or whatever. It's up to you. It's just...
No, I'm fine with being diminutive.
Yeah, my character is going to be 6 foot tall.
Holy cow. You went for the cryomancer.
Yeah. I'm looking at the virtues and vices right now.
I wouldn't worry about that because, if you're only sort of playing the one game, we won't get into that too much.
Okay.
That's more for ongoing campaign play.
Right.
You can if you want to, but it's not essential for one-off.
Okay, so I have my attributes. My physical and mental, that occurs during play. I interact with that during play.
Yes, that's your health bar, so to speak.
Okay. Sense magic, that's also... I interact with that stuff through play.
Yeah, yep. Think of it as detecting magic or sensing a disturbance in the force.
Yeah.
It'll look differently.
The next thing is style.
I
don't know what... I don't know what to do with style because I don't want to go stereotype. I want to get a better sense of the world before I come up with one. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll just...
So what are the things that I need to come up with now?
What we can do... Probably go to skills. On the page 2, there's contacts. You should have one there already, going by your species. I think yours is Rushi.
Okay, page 2 of the character playbook.
Yes, yep.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Yep. So you will have a Rushi as a species contact. But then you're
I'm not seeing that.
Okay, so on the playbook, the 2 pre-gen Tanuki Scion playbook,
Yeah.
on the second page up the top.
Oh, Rushi. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So under that, you also get a Scion contact. Okay, so Scion contacts could be someone from a merchant house, a Sphinx, or someone from like a cleric, or someone from an arcane order, so like a wizard, sorcerer, that sort of thing.
Is psionics and magic distinctly 2 different things?
Nah. It's just how you do things.
Okay. So psionics in your world is more of a intuitive magical
Yes.
ability?
Yep.
Okay. So what are the benefits of having a contact?
Well, it's just an NPC for you to interact with. One of them will immediately tie into the plot to give you, your quest, your mission, whatever.
Okay, so what is a Rushi?
Rushi. You ever seen Neverending Story?
Yeah.
You know the big white dog thing? It's like a Chinese
the luck dragon?
mythology luck dragon. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And
the PDF viewer I'm using, I'm not used to, so I can't see. Oh wait, never mind. I think I found what I'm looking for.
Okay, so your character has a merchant house contact.
Yes.
And for being a cryomancer, you could have like someone from an arcane order, someone from a church, a ninja. And by ninja, I mean spy/assassin for the state.
Mm-hmm. And then Mirker Miriax, which says secret.
Yeah, so it's like you've got a cultist buddy that you don't tell people about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Depends how dodgy you want to play your character.
So under mine, I have Scion Mind, Special Contact, or Merchant House Member, or Sphinx Secret.
Yep.
Actually, yeah, I will take the Mirker Miriax.
All right, so the secret Sphinx. So you know a Sphinx, and long live magical intelligent creatures, and that, and they give you information, and you help them out. They're your secret buddy, and you try and give each other a leg up career-wise or whatever. Or maybe he's your black market dealer for dodgy herbs or something. It's up to you.
Okay, so if it's a secret, what does that mean within the world context?
Well, either they're teaching you forbidden magics, or they're selling you illegal goods, or it may mean you act undercover for them. They maybe have some sort of official status. And
okay, but there's nothing like we could be, as far as the world concerns, where we just go and we play chess together once a week, and but really it's some sort of potentially nefarious like business arrangement.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to take the Sphinx.
Or for another twist, it may have been your brother who had a magical accident when you were younger, and people don't know that. They just think you're hanging out with a sphinx, and you've got into investigation and adventuring or whatever because you're trying to find a cure. It's up to you where you want to go with it.
So my options, I have a species option, which is
that's Tanuki. Oh, hang on. Yeah, sorry, that's your contact. Yeah.
Right. And I have to pick that, right? Like that's
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then for playbook, my only options are the three that are offered here: special contact, merchant house member, or sphinx.
Yeah, but special is either arcane order, church member, or ninja ryu. So.
Oh, okay, I see that. And so we only get these two contacts
to start with. Yeah, you can. You know.
Okay. So how do skills? It says skills, species skill, playbook skill.
Yep.
I have mechanical and people.
Yep. So mechanicals, disarm traps, pick locks, that sort of thing. Tinker stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And people is chatting. There's persuasion, deception, interrogation, anything verbal.
Yeah. Okay.
But for your playbook, you get 2 as well, which is either culture, expression. So
I'm under the skills chapter.
Yep.
And I can't tell which one. So it's a skills list, and I see like kind of standard skills there. It says athletics, crafts, culture, expressive, hidden, mechanical, nature. Are those are options for anybody? Like those are for everybody?
Normally, because you're a scion, you have to choose 2 from culture, expression, observation, people, and supernatural. You've already got people.
Okay, so what are the? Because I don't see where the. Oh, I see the sign. It's right in front of me. Okay.
Yep. So choose 2 out of those 5, and just write them on your sheet. And yeah.
What is supernatural?
Knowledge of the supernatural creatures, planets, the magic, that sort of thing.
Just generally supernatural stuff.
Yeah. Anyone can try anything. It's just you're actually trained in this stuff.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. So for a necromancer, which is 2 out of the 5 on that list, and page 53. That guide.
When I'm thinking of my character's race, Tanuki,
mm-hmm.
I should have like quirky, silly gnomes kind of in mind. Personality-wise, I mean, I'm looking for stereotypes now too.
Yeah, that's kind of a stereotype. But if you want to go with that, you're welcome.
No, but
you don't have to.
I'm just looking for a stereotype to kind of know what I'm moving from.
Tinker gnome in a raccoon suit.
Okay.
But feel free to diverge from that.
Yeah. Okay. So mechanical, that's kind of like, that's not craft per se. Okay, I see that. Oh, I have to check.
A lot of time. That's right.
So what's expression versus people?
Okay, expression is performing like music and dance for people for entertainment or to confuse or distract or whatever, whereas people, it's just verbal.
Okay. So expressive is bard-like stuff.
Yeah. It's more entertaining than anything else, but maybe that's your thing, why is this not... Okay. Alright, so for the Cryomancer, you chose your contacts already, Diana? Or?
Yeah. So the contact's gonna be Maker Miranax, and I'm gonna not necessarily because my character is evil or anything. It's they're trying to infiltrate, and they made a contact through one of the cultists.
Oh, you're trying to infiltrate them. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like it's kind of like a long game.
Yep. No problems.
And they have status with the lycanthropes.
Okay. People like that one.
So can you give me some popular or non-popular media that I can kind of have in mind for your world?
Popular media. I mean, it's a fantasy world, so if you've ever read Raymond E. Feast's Riftwar Saga or Lodos War from anime, fairy tale anime as well.
None of those are on my...
Fairy Tale.
Which one?
Fairy Tale, that I know that one, so that's a good reference. It's a good anime and manga series.
Yeah.
It's this fantasy.
Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
I know the comic series. I've never read them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like imagery style, that's a good.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't read up ahead of time.
No, that's fine.
Like that. Yeah. So we start out with 4 skills, right?
Yes. So 2 contacts, 4 skills. Dinah, have you done your skills?
Yeah. So what was added was there already was athletics, observation, and then I chose crafts and supernatural.
Okay. So this crafts and so you got crafts and athletics. So you're a bit of a doer.
Yeah.
Yep. Like to get things done. Okay. Contacts. Right. Now, under that skills and contact section is equipment, and it's just pick one or the other, and you just put a tick or a X or whatever in there.
Oh, with attribute, it says under the skill or beside the skills, it says there's a slash. How does that work?
Yep. So where that skill list was, it's got usual attributes for like athletics is might and agility. So depending on what you're doing, you're either going to use one or the other.
Oh, I see.
But you don't need to worry about filling that bit out because we can sort that out when you use the skill.
I'm just debating what equipment I want.
Yep. Yeah, character sheets are funny. Out of all the revisions I've done with this game, the character sheets have changed the most. It's like 34 revisions. It's just
wow.
Yeah. Initially it was all blank and you've got to write everything in, and then I sort of looked at all the other PBTA games and it was all no tick 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 done.
Right. Yeah.
So, I kind of need something in the middle.
Okay, so for equipment,
Yep. You just go down. One from each line, and just put a tick in on the right or the left.
Oh, I see. So tunic, cloak, and boots. Oh, I see. Okay.
Or robes, pants, and shirt. Yep. Have either of you read or seen Dresden Files at all?
I read the first 3 or 4 books a few years ago, and then I saw the show.
I saw this show briefly a long time ago. I think I saw like 1 or 2 episodes of it.
Yeah, initially, I was thinking I wanted to do sort of that sort of thing, or Mage the Ascension sort of thing, in a fantasy world.
Okay, yeah.
That's sort of where I've ended up with, rather than just we want to go kill stuff in a dungeon, which you can do, but I don't know.
Right.
I like to think.
No, yeah, I like the idea of the investigation. Yeah, I really like that about Dresden Files. I just never got back to finishing this series.
Yeah.
What's an investigator kit?
Well, you would say something you need, like you might need a magnifying glass or a test tube, and then you just mark off 3 uses.
Okay.
You've got a pouch of CSI stuff.
Journal of notable landmarks or similar crimes in one area.
Yeah, so like a list of recent crimes in one area.
Oh, actually.
Maybe your Sphinx contact, is got militia contacts, and yeah, they hand you that information. It depends whether you're interested in exploring or investigating.
Are the cultists known to be doing a lot of like crimey kind of things, or do they like skirt the line more often than not?
There's an equal amount of both. If you want to be involved in one more than the other, I'm just saying. Yeah.
What does ectoplasm do?
You can use it in. Normally, you use mana for your powers, but you can, if you've got ectoplasm, you can use your health instead. It's risky, of course, but
Map of ley lines in one area. What do ley lines do?
You can regenerate your mana quicker on it. It also seems to attract creatures.
Okay. Report on Van Deer Pact sighting or tome on religious sites. What are Van Deer
Pact fire creatures and reptiles like kobolds, naga, medusa, fire elementals.
Are they not allowed to be around here? Like, why would I have a report on them?
They're full-on hostile to civilized species. But if you don't want that sort of thing, then yeah, don't tick it, and we won't. Yeah.
If I do tome on religious sites, what role does?
Well, you might say that would sort of indicate your character's got an interest in religion or ancient sort of sacred sites and stuff. And yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I have a tunic with light armor. I have the Lajatang melee weapon.
Okay.
3 pouches, investigator kit, journal of I think I'm going to stick with journal of notable landmarks, the report on Van Deer Pact sightings, because I think that's like the trade-off I do with my contact.
Okay.
Map of ley lines, and then alchemist fire and rope.
So, did you have a name for your character at all?
Yeah, Fessa Jusnar.
Book. Okay, Fessa. All right. Okay.
If I remember correctly, that means born of the in dusk in the woods.
Yep. Okay. Now, for your style, which is sort of the middle of the first page, when you're using your powers, it could be, tracing runes in the air, chanting religious words, martial arts, kata, assembling gadgets, war cry, crumping. It's up to you. Did you have any thoughts on sort of where you're going to go with that?
I'm trying to see what would make sense with the skills I have. And that's just for how to sense the magic, or also how to do the magic, or can it be like a mix of both?
Well, it's usually a bit of both. They're sort of part of the same thing. I've had people do humming. I've had people bounce around on pogo sticks and chucking ectoplasm in the air. It doesn't have to be I've got ropes and I've got a wand. It's
right.
It can be a barbarian with different war cries or reciting the litany of your ancestors' triumphs, or it's up to you.
Okay, it's gonna be utilizing like crafts and the fact that she grew up in the forestry area. She create with whatever like materials nearby, be it like leaves or sticks of wood. She creates little. They're called worry dolls. It's from Guatemala. It's like little mini dolls with like faceless, but usually with some type of uh what's the
It's a
word
bit
I'm
like
looking for?
voodoo dolls. It's like sympathetic magic where you
Yeah, but like very small, tiny, and then when she does that, that's when she's able to um either do the magic or sense magic or do anything because that's her focus. And then usually afterwards, they either disintegrate or she just leaves them if they don't happen to disintegrate, depending on how she crafts it.
Does that mean everywhere you go, you've got a trail of these things sort of behind you?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Okay. Right. So it was Alejandro.
Yeah.
How are you doing with it all?
I'm rocking it, I think. Hold on a second. Okay.
I'll set the scene a little bit. You'll be starting in Lissanbury, which is a nation. There's humans and elves, and there's like lizard folk and orcs and stuff, but orcs are a civilized species in this. A lot of people have shared communal family homes, which are steeped pyramids, and then the tombs, which are also shared tombs, are slope pyramids. And there's a lot of generally the priests are also the nobles and the officials that run the town.
Priests. So it's a religious community.
Yes, in the sense that blasphemy is worse than treason. Well, actually, blasphemy is treason.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that's motivating.
But yeah.
I'm going to say that my character is an atheist.
Okay.
So the gods are pretty prevalent in this world and active in this world, I would assume.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So he believes that all right, I'm formulating as I'm looking for a plug for my phone so my phone doesn't die. Give me a second, okay?
No worries. Diana, do you have any questions about anything?
No, I'm just refreshing myself with the world information, the overview.
Yep.
And sorry, which city are we in, or which nation?
Lissanbury, and there's a city of Kestrek.
Okay. Right. Sometimes I have to physically write things down for me to remember things.
That's right. So you've got a cryomancer. So aside from the usual powers like channeling mana and light and sleep, you've also got aura of ice, blast of ice, conjure ice, silence, swimming, paralysis. So you can paralyze people.
Yes. Yeah, I think she's the type that doesn't use her Lajitang unless it's absolutely necessary. Like she prefers to use her magic.
Yeah. No, the previous 3 games I ran, I think majority of encounters they didn't use violence to solve, and I was glad they went that option because it's easier just to run in and kill stuff every time.
Oh yeah, very true.
it worked, so it proves the system works, sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh no, I like games where you're not forced to have to fight. Like I played one game. It was in Ryutama RPG system, and I played a chef, and we were fighting a dragon. And I'm like, well, what is a chef gonna do against a dragon? Like, doesn't
Meat
have any skills. So my character decided to use all the last of our food to create a special meal and give it to the dragon. Say, hey, we're sorry. Here you go. And it worked
Cool.
because I rolled really well. And the dragon was like, oh, well, do you have any more food for my children? And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Because like our party was dying because they were rolling poorly, and you're fighting a dragon.
Yeah. So you got yourself a cooking job instead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Lasombra. Okay, so Lasombra is a free state.
Well, it's part of the League of Free States, yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of overseen by priests, but yeah, there's no slaves or anything.
Right. Sphinxes, priest warriors, then workers. Romantic church. Okay. So then, since I have the status with the lycanthropes, it would be with the blessed lycanthropes. All right.
Yes, unless you want to have a certain smell or soul that the bad ones sense but don't attack. If you're like the chosen one to them or something, which is probably going to work out badly for everyone else. But
yeah, no, I think she's already towing the line by having a contact that's a cultist.
So lycans, which lycans like ravens, wolves, bears, tigers, boars, rabbits.
I'll go with bears just so we won't go with the standard, wolves.
Okay. Like
Bear shifters.
little sun bears or like full-on grizzly bears. Where you are is fairly sort of warm temperate. Okay, pandas. Where panda?
That's true. Yeah, if it's pretty temperate. I mean, warm and temperate. Yeah, we'll go with panda bears. Panda bears. Now I'm thinking of the panda class from World of Warcraft.
Oh, Pandaren, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Alejandro, how are you going with it?
Okay, I think I've got the beginnings of something. So, his skills are mechanical people, observation, and expressive.
Okay. Yeah.
So I see him as being kind of like somewhat of a charming bard, sneaky bard type.
Yep.
I also see. Okay, he's also a revolutionary.
Okay.
And so he wants to. So he's working with the Sphinx to overthrow the
Theocracy.
church.
Yeah.
Yeah, the theocracy. So
that is a question I have. You mentioned, or in the guide, it's mentioned that people can also, instead of the gods, they can do the constellations, but there's not any real information about the constellations.
Yeah, basically. I mean, unless your character's a priest, you don't have to worry about it a huge amount. But yeah, there's 12 constellations, and they are something else. They're not deities; they're just something out there. But
is it similar to like how people do deal with astrology? Because some people believe in like the whole thing with astrology. So is it similar-ish?
I hadn't thought of that, but you can take that angle if you want. Yeah.
Okay. Because yeah, I think like she's not an atheist, but I think she because growing up in the forest and you had to rely more on like, on in the night sky. And since she was born in dusk, she has a little bit more of affinity to that. So she kind of like takes a little to heart more like readings of the constellations that people would have.
That's right.
So, what's the difference between guile and charisma? Guile is tricking people, and charisma is
It's your
charisma.
goals, your critical thinking, your brains, your absorbing, recalling, and cross-referencing information. How quickly you can think.
Okay, and then so if you don't mind, I switched my might with charisma, so my might is now not -1.
Yeah.
Charisma is 0.
Yep, that's fine.
And so, how does intuition is kind of like wisdom?
Yes.
Like,
yep. Discipline and common sense and general situational awareness.
Okay, I'm thinking of switching my agility +1 with my charisma now, which is 0. So I have my agility be 0 and my charisma +1.
Yeah, that's fine. That kind of fits in more with what you're describing. Okay. Sorry, what contacts did you choose, Alejandro? You had a Rishi, didn't you?
Yeah, I have a Rishi, and I have a Sphinx.
Sphinx, okay.
Yeah. And his relationship with magic, even though he is a psionic, and I'm interpreting it as more of a intuitive type thing. I do have a Path, Mind, and Order spellbook. I'm not sure what that means. It says Path, Mind, and Order equals spellbook. So,
okay. Yeah. So at some point you've got a tome of sort of theory or discussion of how mind magic works, sort of thing.
Okay. So it's not a physical object. It's just.
Well, it is, but you don't have to carry it. You may have it at home, or maybe you carry it because it's precious to you. It may be a Mensa test. It's something that gets your brain working in a certain way, and that's how you first learned about magic.
Okay. Yeah, so I have robes, pants, shirt. It says I can have a melee weapon or a missile weapon.
Yeah.
I would like to have both. A missile weapon is how I fight, but the melee weapon is more of a tool than it is a weapon. Like if it comes to close combat, he's going to run.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have both. It's just a guide to sort of help you sort of envision your character.
He has light armor. He has 3 pouches. He has an investigator kit. He has a journal of notable landmarks.
Yep.
He has a tome on religious sites, map of ley lines, and alchemist fire and rope.
No worries. So, did you have anything in mind for your style? Like, are you just going to stand there and hold your temple, or are you going to wave a wand and?
Yeah, he's a poet, orator. That's his expressive. That's how he is expressive. So he weaves his magic and whatnot through dialogue and
sort of envisioning things happening while he's talking or yelling or whatever.
Yeah. So it's kind of like he's a performance. So he's a performance poet type thing. So like he can go on stage. So when he's weaving his magic, he's on stage.
Yep.
Whether it's in front of a dragon that needs to be eating a poisoned meal or whatever,
Yeah, but it's mostly verbal. It's not like doing interpretive dance or anything.
It's mostly verbal, but it's also performance. So it's not interpretive dance, but an interpretive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is commanding people's attention with his hands and stuff. But I mean, he could be she.
Yeah.
Did either of you have a gender? Is Fessa...
Mine is a female.
Yep.
So,
Male.
No worries. Okay. So, we're pretty much mostly ready to go. Anything else we can sort of work out as we go. Let's minimize that page. Okay, so you've been contacted by a scholar friend. I'm thinking the scholar, it's a sentence I never thought I'd say, is your lichen panda bear friend.
Do we know each other or not?
Yes, you would have.
Okay.
Oh, that's what we forgot. That is to say, that's what I forgot. Fate Weave. Where is it? In the player's guide, the PDF, just go to page 62, where it says Fate Weave.
Oh, quick question.
Yep.
So my magic is guile based, right?
Yes.
Okay. Fate Weave?
yeah, page 62.
Yep. Page 62. So you just need to choose one of them questions. This is how you know each other.
Do you have any that calls to you, Alejandro?
I'm kind of thinking dreams of you. What is your character's name?
My character's first name is Fessa.
Can you spell that?
Fesa. Actually, I'll type this in the chat.
I don't see the chat. I don't get the chat on here. So,
Okay.
because I'm on my phone.
Yeah. Fessa Jushnar, so middle name is Jus, and then last name is Nar.
So you've had dreams about that character. Are they just sort of odd dreams, or they scare the hell out of you, or are they?
Okay.
Is there something familiar? Like maybe this was she's your great grandmother reincarnated or something? What is
your class? You're a magic user of some sort?
Pyromancer, have some ice powers, but yeah.
Ice powers. I guess like she used to be the like go between like her village and like the main cities.
It's a bit of a scout courier.
Yeah, and I think that's how she had met the cultist. So yeah, and I think now she does like more like, because she was the courier, she encountered a lot of like supernatural stuff, and that made her more interested in investigating, and got her down the path of maybe trying to get rid of the Mirkor people.
Mirkor Alliance, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Blyson. Go ahead.
I was thinking maybe. Do you have a name for your character yet, Alejandro?
Blyson.
Lyson.
Blighsen.
I was thinking maybe he was trying to recruit Fessa into their revolutionary little group sort of thing.
I think that's fine. I was playing with the idea that I was having dreams of Fessa, like the world is freezing over.
Ooh.
And Fessa is in command, and I'm presented with I need to figure out whether I need to follow her or kill her.
I like that. And then
So
I choose a different one, right?
Yeah. Well,
Or would that?
Yeah, because I mean that. In this case, you would need one because sort of how do you think of him, sort of thing.
Right.
So I am trying to recruit her, you know what I mean? Because I'm trying to figure out what these dreams mean.
So,
I'm thinking like it relates to how we had previously met in the present one. So, Lyson, you and Lyson have been asked to... No, that's not the one. And your lives were recently changed when you interacted with demons, fae, or lycanthropes. What happened? So maybe that's how we met. Like,
so maybe you had dinner with your lycanthrope panda bear friend.
Yeah. You gave me the options.
So
panda bears.
So yeah, it could be you've worked together. You both know, you've got some supernatural lore and some investigation skill or whatever. And at one point, you saw each other and said, "Hey, come over," and you had dinner with your panda bear scholar. Should we give this person a name?
Sure. I'm really bad with names if I don't have something up to look at.
Can you
we'll go with...
see? I'm sorry, go ahead.
We only see like the top of your forehead. Marcos. Marcos the panda bear scholar.
Okay. I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but yeah, X cards on the table in case there's anything. I should have said that earlier. I don't think it's going to be an issue. The only thing for me is no sort of violence against kids.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll get going. Either of you need a toilet break or anything, or you're happy to start? Or...
I'm good right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, quick question: should I be rolling dice on my table, or do you want?
You can roll. Yeah, it's everything's 2d8.
Oh, I don't have 8-sided dice. I have to run out to mine's in my car. If you want to give me a minute, I'm going to go run out to my car. What's that?
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Okay, so I'll be right back.
All right.
I meant to ask that earlier what kind of dice it was, but yeah,
it's all
I have that.
2d8. I just wanted a little bit more range than 2d6, and so far it's worked. So
if I can only open... I had kickstarted a lot of dice, and I never got around to using them. Holy crap, this is hard to open.
There's always dice ads and Kickstarter stuff, dice on Twitter, but a lot of them, it's a bright number and then bright shiny colors behind it, and it just kind of blurs, and it's like, I can't read that number. You need a certain amount of contrast.
Yeah, I got some steampunk ones, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, they're cool.
I have to open up the other one. I get 2 d8s. Yeah, these are bright green ones. Yeah, these are jade.
Okay.
I don't think I've actually rolled d8s before.
Really?
I mean, it's usually just d20s or d6s.
Oh, okay.
Like when I played in high school, we played D&D, and then with my friends we played not World of Magic, Mage the Ascension, but I don't even remember what dice that was.
D10. Yeah, World of Darkness is all D10s. Lots.
Yeah, so those were d10s, and those were my friends' dices because I didn't have dice at the time. And then like almost all the playtesting I've done this year have been with d6s.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard somebody say D10. Do we need more than?
Oh no,
D8s.
it's just
No. We're
just
talking about what dice we've done in the past.
yeah. I've never rolled D8s before.
Okay. So, you've been asked by your scholar friend Marcos. Oh yeah, your Sphinx contact. So, Bilsan, your Sphinx contact has asked you to keep an eye on this scholar. They might be a good recruit for the revolution as well.
Awesome.
So the scholar has sent you a message to meet in the library.
What's the scholar's name again?
Marcos.
Marcos.
Yep, got lots of shoes. No, kidding.
Subcomandante Marcos.
Oh my goodness.
But so yeah, he sent you a message saying, come and help me in the library immediately.
Okay, one question. I'm sorry.
Shoot.
Can you see my face well enough that you can see my? It's not too far away. Can you see my facial expressions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
So yeah, so as soon as Svessa gets that message, she immediately goes.
Yeah.
Same with Blyson.
Yep. So you go to, you meet at the library, and Marcos is there. So is Marcos human, or is he Kitsune as well, or? Hang on.
No, the panda bear. So, do you mean if he looks fully?
So it's got a panda bear sort of hybrid thing. So it's so Marcos would be a Varan, which is a panda bear race, but also turned into a hybrid feral version. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. So Marcos is there. Marcos seems he's got some cuts and bruises, and he's nervously sort of looking around. It's like you got to help me. I got attacked. There's some psychos after me.
Who would attack you? Did you get anything about what they looked? Are you okay?
They're after some books about a necklace that I had when I was younger. The necklace has mass life-draining powers, like people can use it and just, drain the energy from 50 people in a square and stuff like that. I've got books of how I made the necklace, but yeah, I think they're after the books or the necklace.
Do you have the necklace, or did they take? Did they take anything?
No. The books how to make it are in a chest in my house on the other side of town. But the necklace and the key for the chest I've hidden in the wilderness a while ago.
How would they have found out about this? I mean, I haven't even heard about your necklace before.
My past is a bit cloudy. I've tried to move on and make a new life for myself, but apparently it's coming back to haunt me. But look, if you can help me deal with this in some way, I can, certainly throw some hex, which is coins, to sort of help out.
I mean, of course. Do you want us? Which would you rather prefer? Us go and safekeep your stuff in the forest, or?
I don't want to be alone. They've already tried to attack me. I'd rather come with you if anyone's going anywhere.
I mean, that shouldn't be a problem, right, Lyson?
Absolutely.
We can go for the key and the necklace in the wilderness, or we can go across town, or I don't know. If you're feeling tough, we can lay a trap and sort these people out. I don't know.
Maybe you already said this. Did they attack you here, or where did they attack?
About 2 streets away. I just ran here and then paid some messengers to.
Well, then maybe we should go there to see if we can find any signs
Yeah.
of who.
If you think you're safe here in the library for right now, let's let Lyson and I check that out, and then after that, maybe we can take you to the woods.
Okay, so you're thinking you're going to go to her house.
Where he was attacked.
Sorry, his house. Oh, where he was attacked. Okay.
First.
Yeah.
Since it wasn't too far away.
Yeah, just down the street. Okay. So, I think it'll be safe if I come with you.
Okay, I just don't want you to get traumatized if we go back to where you were attacked.
Alright. Do you want to roll people skill?
Okay.
Can
You can add it.
Can I support? Aid?
Yes. Yep. Where's my sheets? Yep. So, are you saying or doing something? How are you aiding, sort of thing?
I'm just orally. I'm just talking to him. Support, like.
All right. So, if you want to aid, roll 2d8 and add your charisma bonus.
So he rolls first, right?
Yep. In this case.
6.
6. Okay. Yeah, you're not sure Marcus believes you. Okay. So.
Wait. So because I'm aiding, I rolled and
yeah,
she didn't
and
roll.
It didn't help as good as you would have liked. So
Okay.
she gets -1.
Okay.
When she rolls 2d8 plus guile.
Okay.
So my guile is +2.
Yeah, but minus take 1 off because. Yeah.
Okay, so guile +1. Okay. So that's only a 4.
Okay, off to a good start.
You're right.
So how does experience work in this game? Is it like when you fail rolls or?
Nah. No, I can just give it to you at the end.
Okay.
Okay. Marcus is unconvinced. He's like, no, I want to come with you. I don't want to be alone.
Okay. I mean, you're the one who hired us. You're the boss. Just if anything else, while we're there, if anything you remember comes back, because I know it can be such a traumatic experience. And I guess just let us lead the way to where you were.
Okay, and he's like, okay, yeah, let's go. All right, so you sort of go down the street and then down an alley, and he's like, yep, it's just sort of over there. And he sort of backs against the wall, and he's watching both ends of the alley.
While we're walking, usually what I picture my character being like he's kind of stereotypical, kind of airheaded, ditzy little gnome-like personality.
Yeah.
But that's really just a front to his more like intentional, like thoughtful character.
Yeah.
But as we're walking, I am trying to calm him down through my skill, whatever my skill is.
To be expressive.
Yeah. I'm just kind of speaking about Fess's prowess and like kind of build, like I know he already knows her, but just kind of building his confidence in her and in her abilities and that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to calm him down and get him.
Yeah, either people or expressive. I can see argument for either one. So yep, roll 2d8, add your charisma bonus.
8.
All right. Okay. Yep, he's feeling He seems to be a bit relaxed. He's still sort of looking around, but he's not sort of jittery anymore.
I think Fessa would create a worry doll to see if she can sense any like magic in the area, in the alley. To see if like maybe they've left some sort of evidence behind.
Yep, there's... well, let's have a look. So that would be sense magic. Alright, yep, roll 2d8 plus intuition.
Okay, so that's +1 for me. Jesus, 5. They're new dice. Maybe I gotta warm them up or something. Like I said, I've never rolled d8s before.
Okay. Yeah, you're not sensing a lot of magic. You can see there's some blood stains on the cobblestones. He said, yeah, I was sort of smacked down there. One of them tried to activate some magic, but I slapped him and ran off. So I don't think the magic went off, but you know, you can clearly see his blood on the ground.
Can I do a regular investigation move then? To like see like non-magical like evidence?
Just have a look around. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, as a kitsune, you've got a pretty good sense of smell.
Yeah.
So you can see the blood. There's maybe a little bit of sweat smell. There were 2 of them. They came from opposite ends of the alley, so it looks like they were following him from a distance sort of thing. And yeah, it wasn't just an opportune mugging. They were obviously chasing him.
Right.
In the distance, you can hear there's people shouting like they're protesting or something.
And is that usual? Like, is there like, are protests usually something, or is that something like that would be?
That's unusual.
Okay. There's something going on. Lyson, you stay here with Marcos. I'm gonna go check it out. There's like some sort of commotion.
Okay.
And Fessa will go towards the sound.
I have a mind magic thing called Examine Memories. Is that right? Okay. I'm not... I mean, is that pretty self-explanatory?
Let's have a look.
Is that a power or magic? I mean...
Yeah, you can do that. And so basically you spend an hour, you spend like a minute touching Marcos's mind, and then you'd get like an hour's worth of vision of, yeah.
Okay.
If the power works, you don't fry his brain, of course.
Yeah. So so Marcos, while she's off investigating this, since we're in the environment, I think it might. I'm hoping that will give me in technical terms, some sort of bonus, but I don't know how this works.
No,
but,
it would.
Yeah, some sort of. So we can. I'd like to see who attacked you, see if there's any markings on them or anything like that. So I'm specifically trying to. Okay.
So you roll and add guile and an extra +1 because you are literally in the environment that you're trying to review.
10.
Oh, cooking.
Yay.
Okay, so there is a side effect. You're alerting creatures nearby. It drains a bit of health, like it's physically draining.
From me or from him?
From you.
Okay.
Oh, could be from him, but he's going to panic more, so I'm not sure if you want that.
No. I'm just wondering how it works. I'm not,
yep.
Yeah, no, I'll take it. Yeah.
Or tactical, that it puts someone in danger. For example, Fessa gets in trouble because you're not watching her back, you're doing a mind meld sort of thing.
Fessa, do you want to be put in danger?
Sure.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
We can handle ourselves.
That's what I like about PBTA. It's like, yeah, bring it on. I want the bad stuff. Okay. All right. So yeah, you sort of you spend a minute, and in that minute, there's like a fast forward of the last hour of Marcos's life. And yeah, you can see they were cultists. They had unholy symbols. They were definitely after him and asking about the book and the necklace because they want this power. You know, join us or die. You know, the raving lunatics basically. They had skull tattoos all around their face and big skull unholy symbols. Just full on cultists, weren't, you know, there's no doubt in your mind there.
Okay.
Fessa, as you're approaching the people protesting, something about corrupt nobles misusing, you know, taxes, that sort of thing, and there's sort of more people gathering in that crowd. You got that hackles on the back of your neck thing as you realise you're being watched.
Yeah, I'll. What do I want to do? So I feel like, can I sense exactly from what direction, or just the general, like, someone's definitely watching me?
Someone's definitely watching you.
Okay. Instead of going back, I want to misdirect. So.
Okay, so you're gonna take a diversion to. Yep.
Yeah, I don't want to go straight back to the other two.
Okay.
Because I don't want to make it obvious, like, oh, someone's looking at me, and like
run straight back to the other.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I could make you roll, but we've already got 2 6 minuses in the kitty. I feel I should use something. Yeah, sort of. So you can see the projects, and you're sort of looking behind you as you're working your way back indirectly.
Mm-hmm.
You sure you've seen something move in like the dim corners of the alley? Probably 3 foot long, sort of shadowy sort of texture when you look at it. It's like a lizard.
Mm.
And there's another one sort of a bit further back behind you. They definitely seem to be coming towards you, but they're about 100 feet away at this point.
Okay. If I wanted to cast paralysis on them, are they too far away?
No, you could do that.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. I want to cast paralysis now that I know the direction that they're coming from.
Yeah, standard range is 150 foot, so yep, you can do that.
Sweet.
Just get to paralysis.
So that's intuition. I think, yeah. 2d8 plus 1.
So, are you trying to do both or just one?
Would both make it harder?
No, but it costs 3 mana, and you've only got 12 before you need to rest and stuff. So it's up to you how much you wanna.
Okay.
Did I spend mana?
Yeah, just one.
Could I have? I'm sorry.
For the sense magic, was that also mana?
No.
Oh, okay. No. Yeah, I think I have 3. I have 12. Yeah, I'll use 3 mana for that then.
No worries.
All right.
Roll.
Come on, dice, be nice to me.
I have a question.
Finally, a good roll.
Was your question?
Oh yeah, can you spend extra mana to? Can you intentionally spend extra mana to like augment an ability or something?
In certain ways, you can like boost duration or whatever, but that depends on each power for that. It's not sort of blanket, but there's usually some sort of option. Yeah. Okay, you got a 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so it worked, but there's a side effect, which is you lose one of your senses for a while. It drains you some health. Maybe it affects the environment, like it ignites the area. In your case, you're a cryomancer, so maybe it left a big ice patch, so it's slippery there.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah, but it's also people that come past later that understand magic will go, hey, someone used cold magic here. So you are leaving evidence you've been there, but...
Well, I create worry dolls, so I technically leave evidence anyway.
That's fine. Okay, so yep, they stop moving. You can run off now if you want, or...
And they look like cultist lizards, or just enemy.
You definitely got a hunger or malice sense from them, and they looked. When you look at them, it's like looking at the stars.
Oh.
But they're the shape of lizards with big thrills around their neck.
Okay, yeah. So no sense in trying to get information. Yeah. So I do a little bit more of misdirection before going straight back. Like as soon as I can, I'm like positive that they can't watch me with their eyes or whatever. Yeah, I go straight back to the other two. I was like, we are being followed, and I'll explain and I'll describe them to Marcos and Lyson. Like I paralyzed them, but there's a patch of ice out there, so we should definitely not go in that direction. But we need to be more vigilant, and we need to get out of here now.
So what she describes, is that what I saw?
Hang on, when did... Oh, no, you saw full-on human cultists. These were some sort of shadowy lizard beasts.
Okay. As we head out, I follow Fess's lead, and I tell her about my vision.
Okay.
That is not good. We definitely need to take care of this soon.
Marcos will give you 2 hex each, which is like $2,000 for all.
Dang.
So, I can give you more later. It's just I really need your help.
You're a good friend. I would be doing this without the hex, but the hex says help.
Okay. Now,
I have a question for Marcos.
Sure. Oh, yep.
So
there it is.
What were you doing in the past that occultists would be hunting you like this?
I researched different sorts of magic and made different sort of items. Anything that was a challenge. I didn't think about what people would use the items for, and then we sold some, and some people got hurt, so I stopped. But people still wanted some of the other stuff I'd already made.
So did someone commission you to do this, and you decided or realized that they're going to use it for ill means, or?
No, I just made all sorts of stuff. Back when we did this, we were part of a group. We would just... Each item, each research was a challenge. We liked the...
What can you tell us about the group?
We were all just scholars, but...
I've met plenty of scholars that were more than just scholars.
I don't know. Now, your options at the minute, just to sort of recap, you can... Where is it? Go to the other side of the city and get the books in the chest. You can try and get the necklace and the key from the wilderness, or... Actually, there's a couple of... Or you can try and do some sort of actions to misdirect the cultists away from you, or lure them into a trap. So there's sort of 4 things you can do, and something else you guys might think of.
I think at least at the moment we're kind of just walking towards the middle of the city, just so that way if there's still people following us, they don't exactly know where we're going.
I will point out the middle of the city is where the protests are getting louder and growing.
Oh,
so
okay.
But if you want to hide in the crowd, then yeah. But yeah, it's up to you.
Well, 2 things. A, it would be good to trap the occultists, because then that would eliminate the problem. But then we can go get the key, but or we can go get the chest. The chest can be circumvented without the key's not necessarily necessary to get into a chest, especially if you have a cultist dealing with these abilities.
But they don't know where it is in the forest. They can probably surmise where good old Marcus lives.
Right. Isn't the chest at his house?
Yes.
Oh, the chest is yeah. Sorry, I got the two switched.
Yeah. So we can get the chest.
And yes, in the paperwork.
Yeah. Because if they know where he lives, then they know that's a good place to search for.
If they haven't already gotten there.
Yeah.
I think that would be the best bet to go and do.
All right, so you're going to head to his place.
Yeah.
Now, are you going through town and the protest, or are you going to skirt around it?
I'd bring up this, since I was the only one that knew about the protests, I would mention that.
He would hear it by now. It's growing.
What is the protest about?
Corrupt nobles misusing, taxes and.
So I probably know about the.
Yeah, you probably would have heard that there's going to be one today.
Yeah.
Your Sphinx buddy bribed a few people to, make sure it happened.
Right. I think I'd ask Marcus how comfortable he feels going through. I think going through the crowd would be best, but at the same time, that also might.
I'll go where you two want to go. I just don't want to go alone. I don't want to get attacked again.
I don't think we should go through the crowd, because that leaves us open to being spotted. I think if we can clearly see that we're being followed, then the crowd might help. But I don't know. I think going some other route might be better. That's my 2 cents.
All right then. Then yeah, we're gonna go a circuitous route through.
Okay. You've both lived in town a while, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so no roll required. That's fine. You're going a kind of indirect route to get there.
And I'm keeping an eye open to see if anybody's watching us or following or anything like that.
All right, that would be observation. I would say, intuition in this case.
Nine. Wait, intuition.
9.
Yeah, 9.
All right, so the side effect options are you get incomplete information, you're attracting attention, or just a supernatural effect. So something random supernatural happens.
What was the first one?
Incomplete information.
I'll take that one.
Okay.
Oh, actually, what do you think? Diana, do you think it should be incomplete information or supernatural effect? Supernatural effect might be fun.
Yeah, I was thinking supernatural effect, because then that way you still get the information you need.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. As you're passing through some streets, the plants start sort of emitting this yellowy gas, and you're not going to be sick or anything, but it's a really strong smell. It's just like they're emitting sulfur.
Oh crap.
Can we avoid that?
You'd have to climb on roofs and stuff, but yeah, it's going to make your clothes smell like sulfur for a while, which is unpleasant, but it's not the end of the world.
But is that something to help it so that we can be tracked? Is that its purpose?
I don't think so. It seems to be going all over the place, and it seems to be happening to anybody in the area. It's not something specifically.
With me having the supernatural skill, do I have more knowledge of what? Is it just a bad smelling kind of thing, or is there something underlying? Or is it just what you see, what you get?
Yeah, it's just what you see, what you get. Sometimes supernatural things happen because the planet's and the moons all interact, and
Okay, I was interpreting this as the information we got from the roll, like not the supernatural effect, but the observation.
Yep.
Sorry,
you're not being followed.
Oh, okay. Did you say that and I missed it? I apologize.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you're not being followed. You think it's clear so far, and you can see people sort of going off at 90 degrees, heading over to the protest.
Okay.
Some militia guards, but also people just, wonder what all that's about. Let's go and have a look.
Okay. I just say we book through.
I would rather not smell like sulfur because that can come and be a problem later.
But if his house hasn't been searched yet, we could always take care of that there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'd rather, instead of trying to climb out, I'd rather just book through the sulfur.
Just run through.
Yeah. Run through.
Yeah.
All right. As your... All right. So... No, that's not really appropriate. I'll do that one. Okay. Like, by the time you get to his house, there's a bit of a riot's broken out.
Oh boy.
So, which is like the other end of the street. There's a riot. There's people broken into houses and looting.
So what part of the neighborhood is this? Like the elite? Is Marcus an elite? Like he's finer part of the neighborhood, or is this?
Yes. Yeah. And groups of looters are going into the rich houses and trashing stuff.
We better hurry up. And also, Marcus, grab what you find, what you treasure, because it looks like they're working their way down this way, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So we better hurry up.
Fessa, one of the looters going into the house is your Mirkir contact.
Into Marcus's house?
No, not in Marcus's house. It's a house down the street.
Fessa swears under her breath. It's like, God damn it. Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about it.
You don't have to stop him, but yeah, you recognize one of them.
No, because in her mind, she thinks like this is all connected somehow. Like it has to be. It seems a little too convenient, especially the looting coming down towards Marcus's house.
Well, you can see it spreading out quite a bit. It's gone from a protest to a full-on half-city riot sort of thing.
Yeah. So I'll look at Lyson and go, you take Marcus to his house, I'll be right behind. I have to check. I think I see something else.
Yeah.
I want it before I leave them, I want to cast Wallaby Wariness on Lyson.
Yep.
So that he'll have extra, hopefully.
That's fine.
And that's one mana, right?
Yep.
What is that?
It'll allow you to have, when you do observation checks.
It makes you more alert.
Yeah.
Okay.
It lasts for like an hour per mana, so you don't have to roll for that. That's fine. I'll just let you do it.
Yeah.
So
we have... how many character words do we have? Or weird?
Weird one. You start with one.
Okay. So you get a +1 to any observation rolls for the next hour.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll... Lyson, as you go down the street, hustle down the street with Marcus, you can tell it's definitely quiet down this end of the street.
I'm sorry, were you talking?
Yeah, when you take Marcus down the street, it's definitely quiet here. Like, it hasn't been quiet for the last hour walking through the city, but at this point, this little junction, it is.
All right, Marcus, let's hurry up. We got
to do this fast. He goes to unlock the door, drops the keys. Sorry, he's looking around, he's fumbling in. All right. Fessa, what were you doing?
Did my contact go alone, or was he with other? Were they
He was with a
other?
bunch of other looters. They were just,
Right.
using the confusion to loot.
Let me look at what spells I got just to double check. So many tabs. Just checking to see what this does.
What are you thinking of, sleep or?
Yeah, I was either thinking sleep or message.
Okay, yeah. Message is just a private magical message similar to an SMS.
Yeah. But I was just seeing if like you had to have like eye contact or whatever. Well, with sleep, it's per person amount of point, right?
I think so. I'll just check.
Or 10 minutes amount of point. Oh no, it's
No, it's a 3 meters diameter, so you can just go.
Well, the thing is I don't want my friend to fall asleep.
That's right. You can just do it so that 2 people near him go to sleep, and he or she, whatever, doesn't. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll do sleep.
All right.
So I'll do sleep, except for my contact.
Yeah, I won't make you roll for that. That's fine. So
okay.
2 of them just sort of drop to the ground, start snoring. Your contact turns around, like that seems awfully suspicious.
Yeah, and I'll just step I'll have my Logitang out, not like menacingly, but like because for all I know there could be others nearby that I didn't see. It's like, what are you doing?
We're looting, gonna get some good stuff. You want something? You want in?
Not today. Were you part of the protests?
No.
Your head didn't ask you guys to be here. This is just purely opportunity.
Yeah.
Have you seen any other than your sort, other suspicious people around? What do you think?
Yeah, there's some. Well, I think they're necromancers. They've got a lot of skull tattoos, and I haven't seen them in town before. Don't seem really nice. I didn't feel like chatting with them.
Are they in this neighborhood? Did you see, or?
About 2 blocks over that way, I saw them.
All right. Don't take everything. Leave these poor people with some things, okay?
They're not poor. They've got a mansion.
They have servants, and they'll take it out on the servants.
Well, this is community service. We're redistributing their wealth. But okay, we'll make sure we help the servants later.
All right. Don't do anything that I'm gonna have to smack you for later. and Fessa leaves. Like okay, at least he's got some information, but damn it.
Okay, back at Marcos's house. Yeah, so it's it's a scholar's residence. There's lots of shelves of books. One wall is just shoes. It's crazy. You've never seen so many shoes in your life.
Marcus, indeed.
So Marcus, what was here? Chest, wasn't it? Okay, so, yep. It's like, yep. There's a chest, but I don't have the key.
That's fine. Is it a big chest or?
2 by 3 foot. It's not super hairy, but it is, it's a reasonable size.
Yeah, then maybe we should just take the chest, Can you carry it?
He's a panda person, so yeah. And just pick it up.
Yeah.
But you gotta protect me, man. If I'm carrying this.
Yeah, that's why we're here, right?
All right.
Is there anything of value that we need to take for the looters?
Probably those books over there. There's sort of points to 3 journals with red binding.
Okay. Do you have a backpack or a bag, a satchel?
Yeah. There's a satchel down there. Just.
All right. So I take that stuff.
Do you look at them or you just whack them in there? Or?
Yeah, of course I'll look at them as I'm putting them in there. So.
Yeah, some sort of financial ledgers about the records of financial transactions.
Okay. I will note that.
As I get towards Marcus's house, I want to look around, like, to see if there's anyone, like, casing from the outside. Like, if I get that sense of, like, someone's watching again.
Yep. Marcus, you hear 3 sets of footsteps running towards the building. One of them is Fesser's. He can see 2 people in dark robes with daggers, which are kind of wavy blade, running towards the house.
Oh,
is there a back door?
Yeah, there would be.
Yeah, let's head out the back door.
Okay, you're heading out the back door. Fesser, you can see them heading up the stairs towards the front door. Are you going to try and beat them or stop them or go around the back yourself? What do you...
Oops, forgot I had that on. I want to do... Can I do, like if you know Overwatch, Maze Wall of Ice, like, in front of the entrance? Like, to stop them from going in?
So that's with Conjure Ice.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Yep, so you've got to roll power for that. So...
Where are you?
I think you were plus intuition.
Oh, plus intuition. Okay.
Yep.
So +1. Come on, dice. 10 again.
Yeah, that's right. We can go with environment for the side effect since
yeah.
it makes the most sense for this one. Okay, and...
I freeze the whole entire house.
I keep forgetting the character's name. Lyson, you can sense some sort of elemental magic happening out the front. It's not subtle at all, so you're not going to make you roll to figure it out.
Right. We book it.
Yep. All right, so you 2 go out the back.
When we do go out the back, I'm going to look for any signs of the house being watched from the back.
No. Okay. Yeah, they're nasty, not thorough. Okay. All right. So they sort of smack into the ice and start to slip down, and they turn towards you. Fesser, what are you doing?
Well, since I already have my weapon out, I'm just I guess I'm going to get into a defensive position. And be like, sorry guys, you can't go in. And see what they do.
Alright. So one of them's like, deal with her, and he runs off, and the other one comes towards you with a dagger.
Okay. I'll try to defend.
Where is it? Here we go.
And then I want to send a message to Lyson and be like, there's one coming after you guys.
Alright, so do you defend roll first?
Okay.
So are you trying to nimbly step out of the way, or are you just going to stand there and take it? And
yeah, because like with the Lajitang, it's long enough, so technically, in theory, I should be able to deflect. Because he has a dagger, you said, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what I want to do.
Alright, so roll plus agility.
Oh god, -1. Okay. 8 with the
8.
-1.
Okay, so you have to choose one. Avoided it, but now you're in a worse tactical position. Avoided it, but an ally or innocent did not. Or effect delayed till later. Like maybe you got a scratch and it's a poison or a disease, but you're going to be sick later. Now you can keep fighting.
I'll take that one.
Okay, so
back
some
later.
sort of green ichor on your just scratches you.
Yeah.
So you don't take damage, but yeah, you think you're gonna have to get that looked at later on. Right, and you do your message power.
Yeah. So that's +1 for that.
Yeah. Don't bother rolling for message. That's fine. You send a message. What are you saying?
Lyson, there's someone after you. I'm trying to hold off one. Keep going. I'll catch up.
We do.
So on the other side in the alley, I guess you're going to run off somewhere?
Yeah. How does Evelyn's disguise work?
Let's have a look.
If you know the page number, I can go there.
It's 96.
96.
Yes, you can change your height and weight, species, and gender.
Can I do that to somebody else?
Yes.
Does it change what we look like, what we're carrying, or just our physical appearances?
No, what you're carrying too. He'll still be carrying something, but it might look like a pineapple.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to change. I'm going to cast it on Marcus and I, so that we look like a typical servants.
Okay.
So it looks like we're servants carrying like our master's equipment out of harm's way, given a living.
All right, I'll get you.
So I don't know what race. I don't know what races we would be. Like typically, I don't know how.
Probably
racially,
humans. Probably humans here. Okay.
And then, did you say I have to roll?
Yes, for this case, because it could have some funny side effects. So.
Humans with a tail.
And that's Guile.
Yep.
10.
10. Okay, so successful, but tactical puts someone in danger. Well, thingy's already fighting around the other side, so you can go for that one. Stress, like it drains health. Backlash, like you lose your hearing. Maybe your ears didn't work when you turned into a human.
Is that it? Those 3?
Also environment, like maybe some of the pot plants got set on fire nearby. Just sort of backlash of reality meeting magic.
Yeah, I'm going to do that, environment.
Okay, so they come around the corner and, oh, there's pot plants on fire.
Well, there's riots going on, so...
So they run up and, sort of waves a dagger at you and, hey, you seen a big panda around here?
My character's older. He's older looking human.
Yep.
Verging on elderly, and I point down at Marcus's house, and I go, I think there's a panda that lives right over there.
Okay, you didn't see anyone come out of there?
No.
And he just sort of waves his dagger at you, and then they run off.
Yeah.
All right, so I can. All right, back around the front. Fess is fighting.
So I get a chance to attack now, right?
If you want, yeah. Or you can do a spell or run off or try and talk to them. It's up to you.
And this is a cultist-looking person,
yes.
right?
Yeah, definitely.
Dagger. Yeah, because I think since they're an underling, I want to try to. Since the Lajatong has like their 2 half-circle weapons, I want to try to pin that against their. That's my goal, is to pin like that part against their neck, against like the ice wall.
Yep, that's an attack. So roll plus might.
Might is 0. Oh, okay, that is 14.
Oh, yep, fine. So you pin him against. Are you going to talk to him, or are you just going to get him? So
I want to try to talk to him.
Okay. Yep. Is it,
like,
what do you want?
Why do you want what the panda has?
It's a sentence I never thought. Great power.
I want the spots.
We can. Great power will be ours. You can share it. Join us if you wish.
What are you going to do with this great power?
We can take over town and run it the way it should be.
And how should it be?
We can do what we want.
Anybody can do what they want. You don't need magic to do that.
But people do what we want. Otherwise, we'll kill their families and take their stuff.
What's this with these petty squabblings?
You have power. You can use it. You must understand.
But I don't make people do anything unless they're doing wrong. Lawfully wrong. I could, like, she corrects herself.
Such a waste.
No, you're a waste. And then I think I would knock him out.
Yep, that's fine. You knock him out.
Yeah, and then try to catch up.
Right.
Try to find the others and yeah, but I don't know that they've disguised themselves.
Yeah, we can just say one of you use this message if you want, and you meet up a couple of blocks away.
Okay.
Say that again.
We can just say use the message power if you want. It's basically like a CB, and you can just say we meet up a couple of blocks down the road.
So do I have that?
Yeah, it's a unit.
Yep. Yeah, it's a universal
one.
Oh, okay. I would have used that earlier. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I would have let her know, and also what we look like.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. So you meet up, and
I relay the information that this normal power hungry cultist bullshit.
Yeah. Not surprised.
Okay. Yeah. That disguise thing lasts until twilight, so you've got 4 hours worth.
Mm-hmm.
The disguise?
Yeah, unless you choose to get rid of it. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's probably safer you guys stay that way.
I will actually change you to match us if you would like. That way we can probably find an inn, somewhere to stay, and then make a plan.
All right.
Should I roll for that, or?
Nah, that's fine. Okay. So you're gonna look for an inn. You said you both lived in town a while. That's fine. So you can find an inn. It's a bit quiet in there. People all seem to be either staying home or going to the right. It's the latest craze. So, what do you think this inn's called?
So we go to an inn that's not in the bad end of town, but not in the close, like right on the edge, something where the looters wouldn't think of going.
Okay.
And I would, just gonna, the Master's Wake. I don't know.
Okay. No worries. So you go to the Master's Wake. You've been there before?
Yeah.
I think I probably met contacts there, but that's about. I've never stayed there before.
So the staff are I mean, it's a bit quiet. There's not a lot of people in there at the moment. Oh, hang on. You all look like humans, so they're not going to recognise you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So they're like, come in. Take a seat. Do you want some meals or rooms or both?
Rooms.
Both, please. We'll take a master suite if you got one.
Yep.
And then we can take the meals up there if you can deliver them, please.
Okay. You want hot meals or just like cut up leftovers from last night, sort of cold serve?
I'm used to cold serve. I'm fine. I don't know about you, Mario.
And I know, yes, leftovers are fine.
Okay. So yeah, after about half an hour, they bring them up. Some complimentary pineapple juice. Excuse me. Yeah. Marcus is like, okay, well, what do we do now? Outside, you can still hear the writing, but you can also notice the weather's turned a bit colder and darker.
Yeah. They don't seem to be that smart, at least from the encounters so far. I think resting up and then crack of dawn, going to get the rest of your items. Maybe this riot is a good thing. It'll keep them busy and hard in searching for us, and we got what we needed from your house.
We need to figure out who these people are so we can end their pursuit of you.
Well, they're necromancers.
Yeah.
And they just want to take over the town.
Yeah.
And they think this necklace can do that, so.
Which it probably will help them. I mean, this is a demonstration of the elites trying to, this is the absurdity of this class system that we have, and he's going on.
Professor rolls her eyes like, I'm so tired of hearing about this.
That's all right.
No, I can't remember if Marcus mentioned it before. If he hadn't still asked, you can destroy this, right?
The necklace? Yes.
Yes. Is it easy to destroy, or is there a ritual, or how does?
Yeah, I can just take the magic from it. It's easy for me because I made it. So.
Okay. Then as soon as we get to it, we should do that.
Agreed, but then he can make another one, and they're going to be concerned with that. Even if even if you destroy the books, it can still be recreated. So, not these books. I meant the books on how to.
The research he did.
Yeah, they're in the chest.
Yeah. So, we still need to remove the threat.
Yeah. When you were doing your, down with the class system thing, Marcos was actually agreeing with you. It's like, yeah, it isn't good. We need to fix that.
Yeah, Fessa's more of like it doesn't affect her, so she doesn't really care either way because she does, like.
As is the case with the middle class.
Oh dear.
Can you hold on a second, please?
Sure.
Sure.
Are you leaving right now? Oh, you're not going. No. Okay. Okay, I'm back.
No worries. Okay. Yeah, so you want to rest here tonight and we head off to...
We should head off at the crack of dawn since the disguises will be gone. We don't want the staff to see us.
Okay.
Well, I can redo them if needed. But once Marcus goes to sleep, and I'm confident that he's asleep, I want to go look through those books and get a better sense of what those books are all about.
Yep. Okay. Basically, where is it? So the money handling ledgers, the payments from the Dwarven Alliance, and to various book merchants. And yeah, you're not supposed to do that without permission from the priest. So while it's not obviously hurting people, it is technically treason.
To do what?
Work for or on behalf of the Dwarven Alliance.
Oh, okay. And what do the Dwarven Alliance represent?
They got this weird thing about, all property and should be owned by the state and everyone should be equal, and yeah, they're basically communist. Not theocracy.
Okay. That's not communism, but okay.
Yeah, she's at least sympathetic to them, if not... Sorry, Marcos is at least sympathetic to them, if not outright an agent for them.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. I will, if I can, send this. Is this when you send messages to somebody? Is it protected or?
Yeah.
Like, so I don't have. So if I sent the Sphinx a message,
yeah, so your mind to his.
Yeah. Okay. So I do. I give him the information I've gathered, that both what's in here, that he's working with the Alliance, and also that he seemed to be interested in, the things I was talking about.
Yep. Okay. Fessa, are you doing anything, or are you just going straight to sleep, or?
She used up a lot of mana. So yeah, she went straight to sleep. Like after double checking that that we haven't been followed or anything, or there's any, since we are in the shadier parts of town.
Well, yeah.
If there's any if it's one of those inns that might have listening devices, like magic or
No.
Yeah. Then yeah, she would just go straight. I guess it was presumed that Lyson would have first watch, and so she would go to sleep first, since he wanted to stay up.
Yeah.
No worries.
I don't think we would work. We don't. I think. Do we have? If we have wards, like I have wards versus people.
Yep.
I'm not sure how that works. But if we have wards, I mean, I think we can just set up the wards, and then we don't need to have a watch.
Okay.
Yeah. With the ward power, wards against people, that is civilized people, humans, orcs, elves, blah blah blah, and you just set it up, and they can't physically enter unless they break it down, and you'll be immediately aware of that.
Yeah.
You'd have 5 minutes to take your time, and so I won't make you roll. That's fine. You can just do that and crash to sleep.
Yeah.
Get up in the morning. It's twilight. Twilight lasted 2 hours, so it's grey, hazy, misty.
Mm-hmm.
Your disguise within, you could just renew it if you want.
Yeah, and Tessa has no problem being in disguise, so. And then head out towards the forest.
I was just thinking you could actually change who is what disguise, and no one will know because they're only seeing the disguises.
Right.
It's bizarre. Okay. It's a bit of a head spin. Okay. So you're just going to cram down some brekkie and then off you go?
Yes.
Did
Okay.
you just say brekkie?
Brekkie,
it's a Aussie tang slang.
For
breakfast.
Yeah, sorry.
No apologies necessary. I need to learn Australian apparently.
Oh, that's right.
It's a fun language or slang.
Brekkie, Mozzie, Barbie. Have lots
Anything
of
with an E
sounds. Yeah.
Macas.
Macas,
That took me a while to figure out. Stag bog.
Spaghetti bolognese, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so some food to fortify ourselves, and then straight out. And even though we are in disguise, Fessa is gonna be on watch too.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'm definitely on guard also. How much longer are we going to be playing? I don't have a crunch, but I'm just.
I was thinking an hour.
One more hour.
Yeah, but if that's not good, we can condense it or whatever. It's
2:30. No, that's good. That works. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured most of these the gauntlets ones are usually 3 to 4, right? Average.
Again, one of the good things about PBTA, you can expand or contract it depending on sort of what options you take. So that's all right. You leave town. Okay, so you're heading out into the wilderness to try and get the key and the necklace.
Yes.
Okay, need someone to go look out and someone to be guide for direction. I guess Marcos would have to be guide, but I'll get someone else to roll for them because I don't do any rolling. All right, who wants to be lookout? It's a guile roll, so maybe
Fessa, I have +2 in Guile, so.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I do too, so either one is fine.
Okay. Well, I'm taller.
Get a better view.
Yes. Even though you're disguised to look bigger right now. So
Okay.
it's just
Yep. 2d8 plus Guile.
Okay. 9, 10, 11. Oof.
Okay. All right. And guide. It's 2d8 plus intuition. Lysandra, do you want to roll that one on behalf of Marcus?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Intuition?
2d8 plus 1 will do.
10.
10. It's got side effects. Okay. So it's about 3 days to where the thing is in the wilderness. So the first day was pretty quiet. Going into the hills south of town. Around sort of 10 o'clock in the morning of the second day, you're pretty sure you're being followed.
Could I use Fade?
Fade power.
Or yeah.
You're talking about the espionage move?
Yeah.
Fade, yep. Right, so you've got about an hour and you're going to try and hide your tracks and hide somewhere or leave a false trail or something.
Yeah, like I'd be doing it like during one of our breaks, like because obviously we can't be walking for an entire day straight.
Yeah, yeah.
So as soon as they sense, any of us sense like, oh, we're being followed or watched, then it's like, okay, well on our break I'm gonna do Fade.
Okay, sort of 9 in the morning you think you're being watched, so then you have a break and you hide your tracks and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Can we combine in this? I don't know if we can do it in this situation, but combine Fade with Misdirection. Like if she does Fade, I would do Misdirection.
Yeah, it's a bit of both, so that's fine. And just choose which one of you is going to roll. It's only one roll sort of required.
What attribute?
So have you done this sort of thing before, or is it something you've been trained in?
I think like because since she was a scout.
So you've been trained in it, you reckon?
Yeah. So like always like whenever I had to bring valuables back, it's like, okay, you don't want the merchants to come and get your stuff back, kind of thing.
Oh, that's a roll plus intuition.
Okay. 11 again.
Okay, it worked. However, Fate or Lycanthropes found you. It worked in either reality or on the astral, but not the other. It's like maybe there's an astral trail following you, but not physically. Maybe it's because you did some magic this morning and you've left one of your dolls so they can track you magically, but not physically. Could just be your drain, like you use a bunch of magic and it took a lot out of you.
And every rest we have, that brings it back, right?
Yes.
So I'll take that one then, since it's the second day. The magic drain.
So yeah, you're down 8 mana points. It just took a lot out of you, way more than it should have.
Yeah.
So maybe you sense there was that astral trail, and you were kind of pumping mana in to dilute it to spread it around.
Right.
But it was you're knackered now. Like you just.
Yeah. I think that the worry doll that I had created to do this actually did, because I put so much mana, it did disintegrate instead of being. Yeah. It's like
that's cool.
Which doesn't happen very often. It's like, okay, maybe I did too much today.
Yeah. No, you've just sprinted a marathon course when you should have run it as a marathon sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that worked. So they stopped following you. Well, that's the way it certainly seems.
It appears, yeah.
All right, and you're a little bit off course, but Marcos like, no, we need to go over there a bit. But yeah, you weren't too far because you didn't fail per se.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, side note, I ran a Dungeon World game and they failed their Undertaker Perilous Journey 3 times in a row. They were so far out in the wilderness and at so many monsters. Like, oh man, it was ridiculous, but funny.
Yeah, in Ryutama, like you're constantly doing travel checks and like condition checks for every day, and we were doing so poorly. So what it should have been an easy trek through the woods, like fell and broke our leg, and like ate poisonous food, couldn't find any food. It was like this wasn't the part that we were supposed to struggle on.
Sheesh. So it was good. All right. So yeah, midway through the next day, you'll get to the little sort of scrub area, some trees and hills and a small valley. And Marcos is like, it's around here somewhere. Okay. I can't remember his bloody name. Lyson.
Yeah.
What's it look like when you do your sense magic? Or are you just standing still?
No, I'm actually like mumbling to. So I'm engaging my oration technique. So I'm actually mumbling to the environment when I'm doing sense magic. So I'm like, oh, wind. What story do you have to tell me today, wind, and stuff like that. And if I'm actually like, I'll actually be touching things, so like leaves or branches or the ground if needed to for whatever the purpose is, or I'm actually trying to like feel the wind as I'm talking and kind of engaging it.
Okay.
And kind of walking in circles, like doing this in the direction of. So if it's at like general 360, I might be like kind of doing this tight little circle kind of. Dance is the wrong word for it.
Yeah,
but
I was thinking of more of a beat poet sort of talking.
Yeah.
Fessa's like leaning against her Lajatang, just amusedly watching this.
No worries. Okay, yeah, you can sense there's something in that tree stump about 100 foot over there.
There it is.
Okay.
Did you put any wards on it, Marcus?
No, I don't know how to do that. I can make stuff, but I don't know how to do that. I just buried it in a tree stump.
Just making sure.
All right, so you touch it and your hand blows off. No, I'm kidding.
I would make Lyson touch it, yeah. Actually, no, I think what Fessa does is she, like, because even though she does believe Marcus, she's like, it's magic. It's a magical item. So she'll use her weapon to, like, tap the stump to make sure, like, nothing, like, crazy happens.
Yeah, no, nothing crazy happens. Lyson, as you were doing your oration, you remembered you've got a sibling's birthday in 2 days' time.
Who?
You.
Oh, I do?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. And 2 days' time, I will send a message.
All right. You're not going to grab them something from the wilderness to sort of make a present, or you'll send them something from town, you think? Or
no, I'm going to weave some sort of magical poem that when they receive the message, they'll be filled with joy, despite themselves.
That's nice. That's better than a standard Hallmark card or something. Yeah, very cool. Okay, the weather is definitely it's been a little bit of rain.
Mm-hmm.
You can So is one of you doing the digging while someone else keeps guard, or how are you doing it?
Wait, the digging?
Yeah. Well, I figure since Marcus is still doing like the sense, maybe still doing the sense magic thing, and after I touched the stump and nothing exploded, I'll go and start digging it out.
Okay. Now so you dig it out, and yeah, there's a old satchel, very covered in dirt, and there's a necklace and a key in there.
So I'll take this. Yeah, I'll take the satchel and because I don't want to pull it out and be like, "Hey, look, I have it," kind of thing. I've seen those movies. So I'll take the satchel and hand it over to Marcus. Okay, confirm what's in here, and then do whatever you have to do to destroy the magic in it.
Okay. He sits down and starts doing that. I'll get Alessandro to roll this one.
Yeah.
Just roll 2d8.
11 plus anything?
Nah. That's all right. Okay, you notice as Marcos is sort of weaving magic in and around this thing, and it looks like he's sort of tearing more off it than he's weaving into it, he's starting to growl and shake a bit, and his form's sort of changing a little bit.
Is this supposed to happen, Marcus?
He just sort of growls, and yeah, you think he's going into hybrid lichen form. Have you, Lyson, have you dealt with lycanthropes before at all?
No, they're not even real.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Well, obviously Marcos is having some sort of fit or something. It's just, yeah, it's a bit odd.
I think Festa, she's both used to this, but also a little surprised because, I think she'll take a step back and get a little bit on guard just in case, yeah, because I think with her knowledge of supernatural, she knows that this could be a reaction to trying to break the magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Marcos, the panda bear person, sort of steps up, but his talons look longer, and he looks quite aggro, and he's just.
Wait, let me see what this does. Hold on.
Can I cast? I don't know if charm would be the right ability, but to kind of calm him down, kind of combine my expression skill with the charm to kind of calm him down and maybe.
Yeah, you can do that. So roll plus guile.
Seven.
Okay, success, but put someone in danger, drains your health, lose one of your senses, turns the area to ice and stuff.
Lose health. Maybe I'm in the process. I'm talking to him. I'm kind of weaving. I'm engaging him, and in the process, he kind of, while it's happening, he kind of lashes out at me and attacks me. But I maintain my goal. Does that make sense?
Yep. You must be quite good at this power, because normally the creatures you don't believe in are set off by blood, but yeah, your magic is holding strong. So,
Okay.
Is the necklace or anything glowing or
no, because he stopped doing that when he started to change. Now he's just sort of sniffing and looking around.
I kind of want to see if unravel magic at him would do anything.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So
it's
that is
short range because he's right in front of you, so +1 to the roll.
And then plus guile, right?
Yep.
So that's, go back up. So that's +3. 13.
Yep, so that's just a success. So he kind of blinks a few times and sort of looks at himself, and then he sort of shudders a bit. And over the duration of about a minute, he seems to go back to his sort of normal self. Hey,
what just happened? Lyson, are you okay? Marcus, what just happened?
I was going to ask you, how did we get here? What's going on?
What do you mean? How did we get here? What's going on?
We were camping
What's
in
the
the
last?
Oh, we were camping in the wilderness? Oh, okay. We're still outdoors and stuff. Just things a bit fuzzy.
It appears that these cultists have done more damage to you or something to try to avert what it is that we're here to do. So basically, he's rationalizing what he just saw as some sort of magical effect.
Oh my god. No, that's not what I want.
Okay. All right. So, hey, what are we doing with? Oh, the necklace. Oh, okay. Well, do one of you two want to try and take the magic out, and I'll stand guard.
I look at Lyson like still a little confused what just happened, and like, because I think I know Marcus to be pretty confident in what he does.
Wait, so he wasn't able to disenchant it?
No, it was.
I can try again, but I mean, do one of you two want to have a go, and I'll stand watch?
I'm sorry. I'm.
Can I use sense magic for, since it says here motivations, like, or would investigate work better?
No,
like,
you can do sense magic.
Yeah, because I want to see.
You think he's possessed or something, or?
Yeah, possessed or mind controlled or something.
Yep. So roll 2d8 plus intuition.
Come on. 7.
Yep, so you pick one, and you were going for life force, motivations, and ectoplasm. No ectoplasm around here. The three of you are alive, and his motivations are curious. He seems to want to know if you guys can do it.
Right.
So I'm sorry, out of character. Didn't we roll for him to disenchant? I rolled for him to disenchant.
Yep. And while he was doing that, it seems to have set off his lycanthropy, and he didn't finish unenchanting it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have spelled that out a bit better.
No, that's fine.
No, I think I just think Tessa's just a little paranoid. I will try it then. It's just since she was able to get him out of being like, maybe I'll have better luck.
Okay.
I look at license like, now if I change, that is definitely not supposed to happen. Okay. I am who I am.
Right. Well,
and so is it the same, like, what was it? Guile? Unravel magic? Is that what I'm doing?
Yes, it would be, yep.
So Guile, and do I get the bonus for being, like, for touching it or anything?
Yeah, you're touching it, you're right next to it, so +2.
Sweet, so +4 altogether. Okay.
Yeah. So you should just be able to do it, I think. That's
7, 8, 9, 13.
Yeah. So it's fine. You're able to pick it apart like picking apart a chicken. I don't know why I've gone with that analogy, but oh well. But it seems to be inert. But you know enough to know it's not permanent. The magic will come back to it, so you have to either destroy it physically.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or, since it's basically an unholy item, you could bless it if you get some sort of priest to put holy water or something on it.
Right.
Or just...
So I think the first thing Fessa does is she touches her face and makes sure she's who she's supposed to be, because she's just paranoid. She usually doesn't do this kind of magic.
Okay.
Like, that's not her her thing. Okay, I'm okay. We need to get this either blessed or destroyed. I am not good at either of those things.
How I'm looking up Mind Blast. Is that something that works only on a living thing, or?
See, normally yes, but in this case I can say yeah, because it's an evil item used to drain people, so there is kind of a malice inherent in the magic in it. So yeah, you can use Mind Blast on it.
Okay, I will do that.
All right.
I will step away if it looks like he's doing something.
Right. So as you're considering that, you get a message back from your Sphinx buddy saying, yeah, this person sounds useful. Try and keep them alive, recruit them if you can.
Okay.
And yeah, good work.
Mind Blast.
Yep.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he's just saying good work. I'll buy you a drink next time you're in town.
All right. Mind Blast says mental damage to everything.
Yeah, so you tell the others to stand back.
Yeah.
And shoot on the necklace.
Yeah. All right, so 2d8 plus anything? Guile. Plus guile.
Yes. Yep. And
7. Yeah, 7.
Okay. If you don't mind, I'll choose the side effect.
Sure.
Which is alerts creatures within 30-mile radius.
Okay.
Oh, joy.
Okay, so a black shadowy portal opens and some cultists step out as you've destroyed the item, because you destroy the item and there's sort of magic firing all over the place. The portal opens and 3 of these big lizards come out, and when you look at them, it's like looking at the night sky, and they've got big sort of frills around their neck. If you've ever seen a picture of a frill neck lizard like that, but bigger, and yeah, they sort of snarl.
Marcus, stay behind us, and then I'll send a message to him. Open the chest and burn everything that's inside, because the chest has the blueprints, right?
Yes.
Or yeah. And so I sent that message to Marcus.
Well, you don't have to send a message. He's only 20 feet away. You can just say...
No, I don't want to say it out loud for the...
okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Okay.
Are these creatures, are they intelligent creatures, or are they...
No. They're hungry,
they're like forest creature type things, yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen these sort of creatures before? Maybe you have in your previous, investigations and stuff.
I know I have, for sure.
I doubt that Lyson has, but I think he would be able to recognize a wild animal versus a sentient.
Yeah, this is some sort of magical or undead creature or something. This is not a natural beast.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to Mind Blast them.
Okay. In this case,
but they're undead. You said. Does that work?
Or magical. They're definitely not natural.
Okay. Yeah, so if Mind Blast works, I'm going to Mind Blast them.
All right. So you're sending the message, and he's going blat with the Mind Blast. So there's 3 of them. Are you going to target all 3, or just one to try and... You go for the front one to scare the others, or just blat get them all?
Yeah, if there is a largest one or a leader, if there is apparently a largest one or a leader, then I'll do that one. Yep. Otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, we'll say there is one. How does this look when you're doing this power?
Yeah, I actually I'm reciting a story about their destruction, and I'm just gesticulating. I actually get up on a pedestal, which would be maybe a largish type boulder that's knee high for me. So, and I kind of give myself a stage, and I'm reciting their destruction and downfall and that kind of stuff.
Oh, cool. And the short range, so +1 to the roll.
So 8.
Okay. So yeah, you can go with drains health or lose one of your senses. Maybe use your hearing because you're yelling and you turn yourself deaf for a couple of hours or something. But you just, or maybe the clouds overhead sort of lower and there starts being a thunderstorm immediately above you.
Yeah, like a Peanuts thunderstorm, like right above my head. Let's do that. Let's do that.
I mean, it'll probably be bigger, like above 30-foot sort of diameter. But yeah, that's right. So it's a big thunderstorm. And
so that actually kind of adds to the effect of terror. So
yeah. All right, so that obliterates one of them. The other two sort of seem to look at each other and go back through the portal. That's right. And meanwhile, Marcos is he's got the chest open. He's setting fire to the books. The portal's still open, and the books aren't burning because it's raining, and it's kind of hard to start a fire.
But I have alchemist fire.
Okay.
What is?
So, it's basically it's a little bit of liquid napalm. Basically, you can that'll light up good.
Yeah. So I'll use my alchemist fire then.
Quick question: Is this a moon portal? Portal moons? Like
yes.
Okay. So because I have that ability to open one, can I close this one?
Yeah, you can close it.
Yeah, then I will do that.
Okay, that's fine. I'll you take your time and unravel that while they're burning books in the background.
Yeah.
The only time when burning books is okay.
We're communists. We're not fascists.
All right, burning evil books.
Yeah.
All right.
What we deem as evil.
Dummy's Guide to Cultists. Okay. So, you unravel the portal and a thunderclap, it disappears. Still with a sort of immediate storm above you, but it's a natural storm.
Right. Tessa's not too happy about getting drenched, but you would think she wouldn't mind because she's ice. She's an ice person, but no, she's not really happy about it.
That's fair. She's just curled up next to a rock. No. Okay. So you've destroyed the books and the necklace.
There's still the slight problem of them coming after you, Marcus. I don't know if it would be best. They seemed like a local cult. Maybe you should.
Well, the portal ability, if you say, hey, I've been to a town 10 days away, and I've memorized the sort of the glyph there, I can give you a portal to there, and you can just say, hey, move, take this money and go, or whatever. If you want, you can just tell him to leave, or you could say, nah, man, they're gonna hunt you. You're gonna have to keep paying us to escort you. You know, it depends what you guys want to do.
I guess I look at Lyson like they're gonna probably come back. What do you think we should suggest? I think maybe Marcus should leave town. They seem to be local cultists.
I think that I don't think he needs to leave town. I think we can address this situation. I think that I know some people that can offer some sort of protection to him in trade for his efforts, not necessarily these efforts. But if he leaves town, I mean, he's just going to keep... This is going to be a problem for him, generally. I mean, he has a reputation and people know, you know.
I mean, he's already... And I look at Marcus when I say this. He's already changed his life once before. I mean, you could always do it again.
You can, but it's just going to keep following you. I know some people that can offer protection.
I'll make this. I might make this an opposed roll. Both of you roll plus charisma.
Okay. 8.
10.
Okay, so he's leaning towards protection is good. I don't want to be on my own and get attacked again. So maybe leave town for a week or two, and then come back and.
Yeah, you deserve a vacation.
Yeah, so if you guys can either escort me to another town or get me a portal to go there, and then I'll come back a couple of weeks later and help out your associates, Lyson.
Excellent.
And while you're gone, we'll try to see if we can get some more of these cultists, either turn them in or whatever we have to do.
Okay. Right, so has one of you got a portal to another town, you think? Or?
I'm sure that Lyson does. I mean, I can send a message to the Sphinx of the arrangement that I made with him.
Yep.
And then maybe there's a contact in another town where they can connect with him and develop some sort of relationship.
Yep. After sort of 10 minutes, the portal opened and a guy comes through. We'll say it's your cousin. And he says, howdy. No.
Howdy. Yeah.
You can come with me. I'll keep you safe. You can crash at my place for the week, and we'll look after you. It'll all be good. So Marcos will give you each 3 hex, which is another $3,000.
Nice.
Basically. And that's it. We can start wrapping things up.
Okay.
Excellent. And then I vote that we. How long was the trip to get out?
4 days.
Yeah, 3-4 days.
Yeah.
But it would be faster heading back because now we know where we're going, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm not suggesting we play this out or anything like that, but I'm just saying that maybe Lyson would like to actually walk back with Fessa and start recruiting her with subtly recruiting her. So that's like that would be like the epilogue of us, the end of this.
Yeah. I think Fessa's not the type to use portals very often. No,
that's fair enough.
Yeah.
There's certainly some inherent risk.
and she grew up in the woods, so yeah.
Doesn't mind the outdoors and stuff. Yeah.
We still have enough provisions, so.
Fessa, do you have any sort of epilogue thoughts you want to sort of close off with?
I don't think so.
No, you were happy just to have you guys sort of walking back to town. Camping. Yeah.
Fessa's happy that she was able to help Marcus, and she was happy she was able to bust up some bad cultists. And I think she's just thinking about her cultist friends. She's got to utilize him a little bit more. Maybe with him we can convince the ones after Marcus to join that cult instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to take a tip from Lyson and recruitment over confrontation.
Yeah.
No worries. All right, that's cool. So we'll leave it there as far as the characters go. We didn't get to use, all your contacts and stuff, but obviously in a more ongoing game would draw them in more, and we would have done virtues and vices to flesh out your character more and have sort of hobbies in between quests and that. But
yeah, I did choose for Vessa. I did kind of choose for Vessa patience and lust as her virtue and vice.
Okay.
I think
I saw the patience.
Yeah. The lust probably would have happened between missions and stuff, but I figure with a friend like Lyson, she has to have a lot of patience.
But there's only kind of so much of a game you can condense in before you start leaving stuff out. But overall, I thought it went well.
I haven't played too much Powered by the Apocalypse stuff type, so or inspired. So it's always interesting to me. like the moves and skill sets.
Yeah, it's while it's 2d8, not 2d6. There's still the basic 6- fail, win, lose, mid range, and then succeed high range sort of thing.
Yeah,
Why
I
did
do
you...
like. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Dana.
I do like that. Like it was with the styles of RPG systems, it's not like a failure isn't a complete failure unless you crit roll kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like so, I like that there's still the options of I like the partial success thing with something happening, more drama at the near the after.
yeah. But the failure doesn't have to be immediate. It can just be narrative currency that GM can use later on.
Yeah, I do. I like that.
So, what made you decide to use 2d8?
I just wanted a little bit more range because I found with like Dungeon World and Monster of the Week, once you've got sort of a couple of advances, you hardly ever fail in certain tasks. And while it's good to be competent, it's less interesting sort of story options. But it's not as completely swingy as a D20, which is just all over the bloody place.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. It definitely feels like it's a lot harder to get successes with this, but it wasn't dissatisfying. So I mean, like not. I mean, like the high level success, not
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, a lot of times you guys, the 7 to 11 mid range stuff, you did succeed. It's just there's some sort of side effect.
Yeah.
And I probably should have made that clearer when you guys, because you guys rolled a lot of mid range, which is fine. But yeah, basically the option that happened was you guys won. You guys got the quest without doing badly or really badly.
Yeah. No. It was that aspect was satisfying. I think it's just. It's more focused in the middle range, whereas with the 2d6, it's more spread out, it seems like to me. And maybe that just was today's rolling, because I think that Diana rolled a lot of low range stuff today.
At the start, yeah. But I mean, you guys did get some bonuses for like being at short range when you're doing your magic and using the environment when you were doing your mind meld in the area. So there are mechanical bonuses for that, and you guys use them. You can certainly go through the game without that, but so you would, narratively playing the game, but also using the system as well. So I think that worked. But
that's interesting because given that larger range, it makes, for lack of a better term, environmental modifiers more functional, because a +1 with a 2d6 is pretty major.
Yeah.
But a +1 in this, it's not. It's so you have a little bit more flexibility with modifiers and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So with more GM influence other than narratively. So that's interesting.
Okay. I'm certainly not disagreeing with you. I just haven't heard that feedback before, so it's like, oh, okay, it's a different perspective. I'll certainly sort of go back and watch it again later and have a think about it. But, okay. I went with 7-11 because it rolls off the tongue. Because initially I was going to make it 7 to 12, and I thought, let's scale it back a bit too.
Let's go with the food market. No, I mean, I kind of like it. Like I said, I'm not too used to this style too much. But there was a couple of games I play tested where there were D6s, but you only got a success if it was a 5 or 6, and it was extremely hard to get that.
Okay.
Because you always rolled. I think it was you rolled 6 D6s and then you count the successes, but it was only 5 or 6. And that made there was a lot of like really low rolls.
Yeah.
In that game.
And so were you looking to, like, were there success levels where in order to succeed this conflict you needed 3 successes or something like that, or 5
something
successes?
like that, yeah. And instead of having like modifiers where you add, it was like you had the ability to re-roll a certain number of dice. Like depending on the skill, like this skill means you're allowed to re-roll 2 dice. instead of like adding pluses to the die rolls.
Is that an e-cigarette or a wand?
Oh, this is a wand.
Okay.
It was originally a chopstick that we made into a wand when I used to work at Barnes and Noble for Harry Potter Day, and I just have it by my keyboard.
That's right.
Is that how you type? Okay.
No, I can actually type properly.
Okay.
But I really like. I think yeah, because I read the guidebook last night, and I really like the idea of the world. And then once you mentioned like Dresden Files and Fairy Tale, like as like visuals or influences, it's like, oh yeah, because I do love the worlds of those.
Yeah, initially it was a very sort of toolkit of you can use this system for dungeon bashing, investigation, exploration, whatever. And over the iterations, it's kind of been more refined to this is what it's for.
Mm-hmm.
Because if people want to do D&D, they go and play D&D. They don't need another system to do that. So I'm trying to gear the results back into more recurring foes, investigation, exploring the world and stuff. But yeah, it's all games are kind of a work in progress, I think. But
yeah,
and
I do like the fact that like magic isn't just waving a wand or saying, like, we get to choose to be very individual.
Yeah, that was essential to me because the thing with D&D, as soon as people say fireball, everyone envisions exactly how that works the same way, and I'm like, well, there's no individuality or style to that. It's just this is the spell, stats, and I wanted people to tailor it to what they want. If you want to be a barbarian and your powers are war cries, then do that.
Right? Yeah, I really do like that though. And this is definitely a world I would like to play again in.
Okay.
Yeah. How does experience work? I know this is a one shot, but I'm just wondering.
Yeah, well, I think you've actually signed up for a few more, but basically I just dished out at the end.
What is it based on, though? I mean,
lots of things. I'll just get the.
It's whether the GM likes you or not.
No, there's 6 categories. Why is this running so slow?
Yeah, I was surprised. Like your other sessions, like filled up so quickly, and this one, like I was worried I was going to be the only one. And then I didn't get around to because I still have school. I still have 2 more weeks of school left, so I was like,
I think my game's still a bit of an unknown quantity, whereas I put out Monster of the Week and filled within an hour. It's like, bam, done. Oh, okay. But yeah, keep going. Okay, so experience points. Reducing enemies' influence and threat. Yes, you'd both get 1 for that. Gained lore. Yes, you both would have got 1 for that. Role-playing and narrating your actions. Yes, both would have got 1 for that. Exploration and surviving. Yes. Working with people in your fate weave. Yep. So you both get at least 5. If you have virtue and vices, you get experience points for that too. So you can get anything, because there's 6 categories, you can get anything from, nothing, if you do nothing, to 12 per adventure.
Nice. Wow.
But in this case, I would say you both got 6, which means an advancement normally. And I think...
well, for your virtue, you were being patient. You were rather patient with me, I would say.
Yeah. Like I let you drone on and on about the evils of classes and and other than just a few rolled eyes. Like I didn't stop.
But some of the stuff doesn't come out unless you're doing more campaign play, like every 2 advances, like it costs 6 experience points to get an advancement, but every 2 of them you get your weird goes up 1, and your weird affects how well your powers work. Mm-hmm. Every 3 advancements you get a special quest. So it's like a high risk, high return mission where you say, I want to go to the Fire Moon and have undead there. And I'll say, fine, I'll weave that into the plot. and that's your episode 5 and 6 of your 12-part mini-series where, you know, it's more action-orientated or more deadly or whatever. But
Right.
So you're telling me what your special quest is, and I'll weave it into the plot. And everyone gets one every third advancement.
That's cool.
Regardless of what your advancement is. So, like, for an advancement, you can go, I want a familiar, or I want a sanctuary. And the sanctuary could be, in this case, oh, that tree stump, we dug that necklace over. There's actually some caves underneath there. I'm going to make that my own sort of magical place. And you can portal there from then on. Go for it.
Oh, nice.
Or it could be Marcos's house, because you're like, it's mine now.
I always wanted to live inside a panda house.
It's another sentence you probably never said before.
So I think my virtues I'm going with is courage and pride.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
So do you get 1 experience points for acting towards those, or?
Yeah, so you both would have got 6. 6 each. So you could take an advancement.
No, I mean just in general. I mean, I'm just taking my virtue.
If you did it a lot, then you'd get 2, but otherwise you'd just get 1. In this case, I think you would. You'd probably get 2 actually, because there were spots where you did both.
Okay, so what's magical move as an advancement?
There's a list of them in the player's guide. I'll find the exact page. Where is it? Page 73. And you just choose one of them.
Oh, I see. So there's things that augment your ability. What is trio of powers?
Oh, that's... look on page 91. You just pick a line and you get 3 of those powers. And then, you know, narratively it means you would go back to your Sphinx buddy and he would teach you some new magic tricks.
Oh, 3 of those.
Yep.
So 1 row?
Yeah,
so
1 row, yep. So you could take Blast, Holy, Cure Wounds, and Ray Rescue. So you can cure wounds, you can heal yourself. But you don't have to decide now. You don't have to think about it, and yeah.
All right, that's interesting.
Anything I could have done better or forgot but should have included, sort of thing, you think? Or
are you familiar with Jason Cordova's paint the scene?
A little bit.
I just as a GMing technique, I find that to be a very, like, probably one of the best techniques any GM can incorporate. And what it really shines at doing is helping people integrate into the world better. So I have very little connection to your world because I didn't read it and I didn't really know Dragon Files all that much or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
The technique, the paint this, whatever it's called, like would helps the players really integrate into the setting. It's a fascinating technique. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I would kind of agree a little bit, but even though I did read, I did get a chance to read the world a bit, so.
So I could have said, you know, the weather's this is a terrain. Here's what's happening, and.
Or like a little bit of like. like flavor, like basically flavor text, like, but
No, that's not what paint the scene is.
oh, okay.
So paint
I'm not sure then, but I did since I did have the background knowledge of, since I did read the playbook, so it wasn't like 100% necessary for me to get into the world,
Yeah.
but like having a little bit of the like extra, I think is always a little helpful if you're able to, as a GM and everything. But other than that, like I enjoyed everything. Like for someone who doesn't know like this style of RPGing,
Yeah.
everything pretty much made pretty good sense,
Okay.
and I was able to find everything relatively easily.
the way that paint the scene works is because I think you did do a good job filling in the details and kind of painting the scene, if you will.
Yeah.
Not the technique. The way the technique works is you would go like, so you're entering an environment where you have these people that are starting to riot because of this and that.
Yeah.
And then you would ask me, like, what here shows you that the people are unhappy, and like why would they be rioting, right? And so then that gives me an opportunity to offer details that paint the scene.
Oh, okay.
And so then I'm kind of
So like sourcing the table for scene elements.
Yeah.
What was that?
Sourcing the table for scene elements, because then you get player investment, because they help create what's happening.
Yeah. And anyways, I definitely, I mean, there's a blog post somewhere. I definitely recommend reading it. But it's just a cool technique to build player investment into the scene, into the thing. So
all right, so just noting this down, and I'll go and have a look later on. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. We will leave it at that. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. I know it's a bit different to standard PBTA, whatever that is. But yeah, I enjoyed playing with you both. Thank you very much.
Okay,
thank you.
Great, excellent. Thank you.
Have a good rest of the day.
You too.
You too. Bye.